Welcome to my ship, Brad.
Is this a good ship Christmas?
Yeah, we left the Christmas stuff up a little late this year.
The Yule ship?
Yeah, you know, just kind of decided to leave the lights up. I don't know, I might just leave them up year round.
It's festive, I like it.
Yeah.
Somehow it seems to be snowing in here as well.
Yeah, it's, you know, there's a hole in the roof. The snow's getting in. That's actually probably pretty bad.
Space snow.
Yeah. This is Warframe.
It sure is, I guess.
We looked at Warframe 2 years ago, almost to the day.
Wow.
It was released in March of that year, and we looked at it when it was still kind of in late beta, and it's changed a lot.
Apparently.
I kind of got into it over the break, and kind of had to play through kind of the new player experience and the kind of the early stuff basically, and play through some quests, unlock some stuff, and as such, I eventually spent some money on it. On this which is Nova Prime.
Wait, which part? What is this?
The character, basically.
Okay, the armor and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It's the Warframe. Let's say. You have the store right here.
Oh.
You know, you can.
Wow, this has really changed.
Yeah. So
holy crap.
So these are all the characters. You know, Excalibur was kind of that first one, and they've expanded out from there. Nova Prime is a special one that costs. Well, let's say that I spent over $100 on Warframe.
Okay, well, sure. I'll say that.
Of my own money there. That's what happens over the break. You know, things happen.
That's how they get you. That was a snowman.
Yeah, I got a snowman on my ship.
Is it? What does it say about me that's watching this? It's just making me really bummed out that the break is over.
Yeah. Whoa, that's new.
Is that a mission that's coming in?
I don't know. No. You go up to navigation for your missions. So, you know, stop me when you start seeing stuff that seems like Destiny. Because this game, Destiny has a lot in common with this game. So this is kind of like your town equivalent, let's say, where you do some stuff. You can we can outfit our character here. So you see, you kind of equip your Warframe like you would a gun. You have your primary weapon, your sidearm, your melee weapon, which I'm trying to level up this Cronus. You have your mag, or your companion here, which, you know, I picked Death Cube because it's a cube that shoots dudes.
It's like your ghost?
Yeah.
Oh, this thing actually does things.
This thing actually does stuff. It doesn't just fucking rip doors. It actually shoots. All these things you can equip upgrades on in the form of mods. You get a certain capacity, and you can equip things with that capacity. There are polarity on the slots and all this other stuff, and you can level up the mods by, you know, throwing more, fusing the mods together and stuff like that. So this will give you stuff like, you know, 280% health, which is pretty good. You know, an additional 40% shield capacity, 10% armor, stuff like that. Other stuff we can equip down here, you know, ice resistance, more stamina for running and stuff. Faster stamina recharge, you know, more time to hack, that sort of stuff. For the weapons, you get things like magazine upgrades, you know, damage, you know, impact, different damage types, extra cold damage, extra toxin damage, extra electricity damage. I've got all that on here, so just, you know, that gun is really confusing the shit out of people when it hits them.
Also, it doesn't look like a gun.
Also, it doesn't really look like a gun.
The art has gotten wild in this game.
Yeah, the art started wild and kind of kept going in that direction. This is the magazine. This is what pops out when you see me reload. I also have my Archwing.
Like
they added space flight to this game at some point.
You kind of just look like an enemy from like Bayonetta or something.
Yeah, sort of. I look like a weird angel.
Yeah. But
like twisted to fight angel or something.
Sure.
Anyway.
Can you just pop out of your ship and go flying around?
No. We have to go here to the console, pick a planet, and go in.
Those sleigh bells are just killing me.
Yeah.
How dumb.
I don't have a quest at the moment. The last quest I completed was to get my Archwing. Let's see actually if there's a new set of quests here over in the Codex. I don't think there is. Yeah, I'm not sure what you got to do that.
I will probably say this multiple times, but I haven't played this game since it was in beta on the PC, and holy shit, this is completely different.
Oh yeah, and the levels and the action, like a lot has changed in Destiny or in Warframe.
Yes.
Let's see. This might be a little too high level for just funning around and playing, so we'll back out to a different planet here. I'll just play a low level thing on Mercury.
Are those all different missions that you're selecting there?
Yeah, they're different
locations?
missions, different mission types. Yeah, they're different mission, different locations. And you'll see the mission type here. We exterminate, that means you got to kill everything. Mobile defense, that means you got to pick up an item, bring it somewhere, defend it for a while, bring it somewhere else, defend it for a while, then escape. Capture means there are characters that need to capture. Sabotage means there's some terminal you need to unleash your ghost upon or whatever it is you're doing. This is a boss fight. You follow?
Yeah,
All
totally.
right. This game supports up to 4 players.
Like
we're going to go in alone.
In like any mission?
Yeah. The early tutorial missions you have to play alone. Also,
Wow.
you can steer your ship.
Okay. These loading screens are immediately better than Destiny's. Especially because they're about 1/10 as long.
At home, I have it installed on SSD. It installs quite fast, or it loads quite fast.
Barely see the loading screen.
All right, so third-person action. Your 2 weapons. You can equip your melee full time, and then if you have it up like this, it'll block and return shots at enemies, and then you can also just do your standard attack. But when you have your guns out, you can also just do the quick melee as well. So let's see what else. So you're fairly mobile. I can let's see if I can do it here. You can flip around here. That was not what I was actually trying to do. You can do some knee slides. I can stealth kill like that.
It's a dead robot.
I can do little flips.
Well, this doesn't waste any time.
Nope. It kind of depends on the mission, but it's not really. It's not a stealth game. It is I'm here to kill everything in this mission game.
You've been seen. Ready your weapon.
And occasionally bust open some stuff to get some affinity and some crafting materials and stuff. And what is shooting at me in here? Oh, that
It's a guy way down there. Yeah.
Not anymore. Let's get this security alert down. All right.
Alarms reset. They do not suspect a thing.
So I'm looking at my map here to find where these enemies are. There we go. And we'll run in here.
I'm detecting a large security force heading your way. It's
Great.
the Grenier.
Adrian Grenier of
Yep,
TV's Entourage.
Adrian Grenier is here.
Very nice looking.
Yeah, it is a very nice looking game. It looks nice on consoles. It's on Xbox One and PS4 now. The versions aren't quite in sync, I don't think, but the PC version definitely looks better, as you'd expect. This mission is going to be pretty easy, because it's pretty low level. And
Yeah, what are you, 10?
yeah. So the leveling is something that I'm not always 100% clear on, because the way they handle it is a little.
It's like I have antlers.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I started playing around the holiday, so I'm not sure if that's something they just added
Oh,
on for Christmas,
right.
or if that's his real design.
It's Christmas everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, are you leveling your Warframe separate from your character?
So everything levels. My gun, there, but that was my pistol just leveled up. So everything levels. Your Warframe, your pistol, your primaries, your melee weapons, your Death Cube, the Death Cube's weapon, your Archwing, all that stuff can level up. I believe everything levels to a max of 30. And
Okay.
then you have a profile level as well. So right now I am like profile level like 3. But I've maxed out 2 different, I believe 2 different Warframes, a few weapons, and stuff like that. So basically, my understanding of how the leveling works is that your character level, my level 3, my profile, like my account level, goes up as you level up unique gear. So if I'm playing with max level gear, I'm kind of getting nothing out of it.
Okay.
And that's how they hook you into basically continuing to acquire new things, whether you grind it out by getting blueprints and going in the Foundry and spending all your crafting materials to build it, or you slide them some money to just buy new stuff.
Sure.
All right.
It seems like a little bit of a bummer, though, that the second you max out a gun that you like, you're going to feel like you're wasting time if you continue to use it.
Yes, that's...
Like, you kind of want some time to enjoy the thing you've put all this work into.
That's been, yeah, my feeling as well. And it's what led to me going, well, fuck it, I'm going to spend a whole bunch of money on this Nova Prime pack and get this weapon that I know is pretty good and try out this Nova Prime thing and see what the life is like in Warframe for people. What is the life of a Warframe whale? Was what I told myself as I was approving the Steam funding of $140 into my Steam wallet or whatever it was.
I don't take this the wrong way, but I don't know if that's enough to put you into the whale category.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Let's see. So the Warframes also have abilities. You see, I have 4 abilities down there that I'm toggling between in the lower right. Nova Prime has Nova has this one where balls will circle me. It will head out and attack enemies when I find some. There's one down here somewhere. Let's see if we can. Well, my death cube will probably kill it as well. So, but yeah, that thing's dead. It can also create a wormhole.
Whoa.
Which, is kind of a little forward teleport that multiple players can use. Someone alerted security. We'll just, oops, turn that off.
All targets down. Get to extraction.
Okay, I guess my
Alarms have been
death cube
reset.
killed the last thing while I was fighting.
Does everybody get a sword?
It's swords. There are axes. There are Wolverine claws. Like yes,
but some kind of blade.
Yeah, some kind of melee weapon is available. And we will extract.
All right.
Another job well executed.
So you see here, everything is ranking up. That I'm getting some stuff here, some stuff I collected along the way, crafting materials, that sort of stuff. A new mod for me to mess around with if I had machetes. Which I do not. I can control the ship.
You sure can. Weird looking ship.
Yeah.
Did you buy the ship, or are they unique by player?
No, you can change the color on them if you like, but the ship's the ships.
Everybody's got the same interior to move around in.
Yeah. So you head over to your Foundry here. This is kind of how if you want to get stuff without necessarily paying for it, paying real money for it. This is kind of the process. You can craft Warframes themselves, but you will need the blueprint for the Warframe, which the parts to build a Warframe include its helmet and a few other parts, and then you will need the blueprints for the helmet, which I found a couple of these dropped. And so you have to craft that. There's a weight associated with it, so you can spend real money to rush your crafting. They kind of hit you with as many different systems as possible, with the exception of energy. You can play as much as you want. Which is nice.
I have to mention that you had a Valkyr helmet in there.
Yeah. We're all hooked on Valkyr over here. Yeah, so let's see. Is there anything? I don't know that I have anything to fuse, but you can see like my vitality, which was the one that was. Oh, where is it? These are. No. You see all the stars next to it. That's because I've put a lot into it. And that means that it takes up more resources. You see that 8 up in the upper right.
Yeah.
That's how many basically spots I need on my Warframe to equip it. And then how many stars it's been upgraded as well. So let's change frames here. We'll go to Frost.
Whoa. What? That's a really odd looking suit.
Yeah. We'll stick with the Soma Prime here. Well, what else do I have here? Yeah, I don't really have anything else that...
Operator,
Oh, we
I've run
can use the
diagnostic
Boltor
regressions.
Prime.
All systems nominal.
I believe
We
that's a
don't need to
shotgun. Oh, no, wait, no, the Boltor is something else. Never mind, never mind. The Boltor is also max rank, so... We'll stick with the Soma. You know, we can change some colors. They are selling some of the colors, of course. You know?
Hex values belong to the people.
Yeah, that's... Yes,
You can't-
I'm with you, man.
Can't keep those for yourself. All right, a little color coordination.
Yeah. If you want to do that, you know. Got dual pistols. Got you know, some different options here.
Vasto Prime.
You know, if you want to get into spending some more real money, which a lot of it came with that money I spent on Nova. You know, I've got options.
Twin Gremlins.
Or just straight up kunai.
Yeah.
Just straight up ninja business. I've got my axes to maximum level. Let's go with these claws here.
That looks pretty rude. Who are you?
You're a Tenno. That's a race of... I don't know, man.
Should I even ask?
Probably not. You can manually equip stuff if you like, or you can hit auto-equip, and it'll kind of put your best stuff on there. That's worked out pretty well so far. But as you level up, you get more capacity to put more stuff in here, but the slots are the slots, so you still have to kind of, you know, make do with that. We'll leave Death Cube on there, because the other one's not that different. And head into another mission, and I can show you some of Frost's abilities here.
Are there any, like, outdoor areas?
Yeah.
When I played this, and there may have been some even at that time, but I only saw, like, interior kind of ship levels.
Right.
So I don't know if there were any outdoor environments at that time or not.
Let's see if I can... You know, it's not always obvious which are which here, but I want to say that this capture mission is outdoors.
Yeah, they really get you in and out of it pretty quick.
You can control the ship.
Wow.
You know what you can't do in Destiny?
That's a lot of things.
A lot of things.
It turns
a
out.
lot of things.
Yeah. You can't matchmake.
This you can join a mission while it's mid progress. You'll matchmake into the middle of a mission sometimes. Very, very friendly to players.
We have multiple targets of interest for this mission. Bring them all to me.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything like this in this game. So, could you play this entire game and never see another player?
Sure.
Like, these are all instanced,
yeah,
right?
these are all instanced.
So,
you know, I have it set right now to invite only, so I have it set up to not see other players. There are missions where you are defending points for extended periods of time, or like capture and hold objectives that
These are high-value targets.
will
Their
not
capture
be
is
able to do
crucial.
alone without, you know, being really, really on your shit. So, so there are definitely benefits to playing with other people. I've joined a clan. If you go on our message boards, they've got a clan going.
Yeah. Pretty active?
Yeah.
I didn't realize Warframe had been out for this long.
Yeah, dude, 2 years.
That's crazy.
Well, I guess it'll be 2 years in March, officially, like, out of beta or something. But
Right.
Target located. Bring them in.
Where'd that guy go? Oh, he climbed up here? He's being chased and attacked by dogs. You can get a dog of your own, I guess, instead of the Death Cube.
Oh, wow.
You can have a Kubro, I believe they're called. Let's see if we can get close and freeze him. Oops, that's just a bad shot. Well, we'll freeze this guy. Nope. Well, blew all my energy.
For the love of God, man, free somebody.
Sorry. Yeah, I gotta get some more energy here. I really fucked that up. By capture, they actually mean just gun him down, and then once he's down, you can run up and suck up his essence or whatever it is you're doing.
Now he's a part of you.
Target captured. On to the next.
His strength has been joined with yours.
Yeah. So yeah, they have a handful of mission types. You know, it gets a little repetitive. Like there are definitely like multiple like of the capture and hold, multiple of each type. So you know you get to a point where you're like, oh, it's another one of these. I don't really, you know, this is one that requires more players. I don't want to do this. And, you know, I've definitely had that happen.
Is there like a kind of a higher tier of mission that exists above this,
Yes.
like a raid type thing?
Sort of. It's a, you know, like defense and tower attack and stuff like that. You know, you find void keys and all kinds of weird fucking high-level shit. It seems like they're always talking about what they want to do with the end game. You know, they are still very actively adding to the game and talking about the things what their plans are. And so right now they don't necessarily have things for players to do once they've hit max level in some cases. So they're kind of constantly alluding to that sort of stuff. Also, the game is really terrible at explaining what the gear is before you use it. Like there's a couple of sentences about a weapon or something like that, but you don't get to try it out. So I think they're aware of that they need some kind of firing range before you buy a weapon. You need to be able to look at it and go, okay, this fits in with my style, this doesn't, that sort of stuff.
Right.
And they do a bad job of explaining some of the systems in the game and what you need to be doing when and all that. Like a lot of it's clunky. So it was nice having a clan full of players that were happy to answer questions for me about some of that stuff.
It's got kind of all the communication options you would expect.
Yeah, private messaging. It's got voice chat, like
Clan chat, voice chat.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
It's getting away. Oh. It's okay. We're on the. We're gonna chase him down. We'll get this guy.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is down here.
I froze that guy.
He's frozen.
And then I shattered him.
Still frozen.
Forward down, high kick.
Yep.
Up close. But Frost also has an ice wave, which is kind of a, you know, sends a bunch of ice shards up along the ground. Snow globe, which is sort of a protective bubble, which is useful for some of the missions where you're like defending some sort of object. You can just pop snow globe around it and hope for the best. So, you know, there are roles that end up existing as a result of that. So here's snow globe. When they walk into it, they should slow way down. See?
Yeah. That's antlers.
That's handy.
These guys don't have antlers.
That guy fucking blew up when I got close. Let's switch to melee full time here, and it burns stamina, which recovers. You see, there's a depleting bar in the upper right beneath my shield and health here. But if I hold down the right trigger while I have melee fully equipped, you'll see he'll just block stuff. And between Death Cube and all that stuff, that guy's now dead. Yeah, so, you know, there are parts of it, like, some of the movement feels a little finicky. Some of the acrobatics and stuff, I think, are cool, but don't feel as smooth as maybe they should. But it's pretty cool.
Yeah?
Keep
Yeah.
moving. None of the scanners.
God, yeah, they've done a shit ton of work on it. I'll give them that.
Yeah, and you know, the one thing I can't necessarily say is, like, you know, if it's worth it to put any money into it. You know, I think it's one of those things where they give you some handy options, you know, at the outset to get in and kind of level up a character or one warframe, one of the starter warframes, and some gear and stuff like that. But, you know, the grind is real.
Yeah.
Whether it's for materials or for, you know, like finding blueprints and stuff. Like having a clan, which actually, when we get out of here, I'll go into the clan dojo. So your clan can kind of build out an area and defend it. There's a bunch of weird shit there that doesn't seem well explained or fully formed about that. But you can go into the dojo and basically buy blueprints with the earnable in-game currency, not real money.
You made it.
Excellent work.
I made it.
Interrogate the captive back
So you can get your blueprints that way, and then, you know, find the materials, and then once you start building something, like, so as part of the story quest, like building my Archwing, which is, you know, we should probably, yeah, maybe I'll show one of those real quick too. You can control the ship.
Wow, that's crazy. Other games should look at that.
Yeah, I
and
agree.
think about it.
So I had to like craft my dojo key, even like that. Even that took 12
Oh
hours.
wow, that's like straight up like WoW attunement type stuff.
Yeah, like you can join a clan no matter what, but
Right.
you know, like to go to the dojo, you have to get your clan key blueprint and build your clan key and all that sort of stuff. But once you're here,
Let's see that Christmas tree. Let me see all the presents. Wow, it is actually a dojo with Japanese-looking stuff.
yeah,
That's ridiculous. Were you saying on the, I think it was on the podcast, that this is like consistently one of the higher played games on Steam?
I've seen it up there. I think, you know, for the as the free-to-play games go, it seems like it's up there. So, you know, I can kind of, you know, the clan has to kind of research things. The clan has to come together to get the ability to spit out blueprints for stuff, but this clan has done a lot of that work, so I can spit out a blueprint for this weapon if I want to, and then go back to my ship and try to build it. But I probably don't have the materials to do so, so I'd have to figure out, okay, well, what planet drops what materials, go grind missions in those areas to get the materials, and then get my build on. And then also this dojo is huge, and each one of these terminals has something different, and that could maybe be a little smoother. I don't know. But, you know, medium team ammo restore ×10 research. That seems like it'd be useful.
Yeah.
The blueprint's 250,000, whatever these are. You know, various weapons and stuff like that. There's also like there's some concept of having to defend your dojo. And so it might be this room. I've wandered around the dojo a bit. No, it's not actually this room. This is
Like a bestiary?
no, that was just there were different types of blueprints there. So here's another huge room.
Good lord.
Yeah, it's big.
It's sizable.
Here we go.
Also, all these little side rooms look totally different.
Yep, solar rail. So there's something about constructing solar rails and then deploying them. So, okay, solar rail allows travel to previously inaccessible locations. All tenno who use the rail pay tribute to the clan who built it. Force Spectres. So, I don't know what the fuck any of this is. And granted, you know, I came in kind of late on this clan. It already kind of built a lot of stuff, but what the fuck is even going on?
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah. So there's kind of a lot.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Any sort of PvP in this game?
There is. I haven't tried it yet, but there is. Where is... I don't have it open. Okay. Well, no, what are we looking for? That one, but it's locked. Okay, then Mercury. There we go. Okay, here's an Archwing mission. I've only just begun to be able to do these after completing the third set of quests to build your Archwing. I was pretty fucking blown away when I saw that this was in here.
The kind of spacesuit stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, looks neat.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, here you go. Look at that.
There is a large platoon.
Is this like an on-rails type thing, or
Not
can you just kind of
necessarily.
go wherever
I
you
can kind
want?
of just go. I don't think it's as open as, you know, as space is, but I still have melee attack. I still have, you know, some left trigger, right trigger, zooming in type business.
Yeah. Does that blow up? Oh, those are guys.
It looks like the Archwing abilities are different, you know, so I'm not popping Frost's abilities here. That was an energy shield that I hit. There's a bit of a kind of auto lock with the melee there, so if you get close enough, you can just kind of wail on stuff. Oops. Well, maybe not. Maybe I got to point myself at it first, huh? There we go. Seeking fire, huh? Let's fire that off. All right, that guy's dead. Yeah, so I don't know, like it's cool, you know, the free-to-play stuff. You know, I think the grind is very real. The blueprints, all that sort of stuff. It seems like it could take a whole lot of time and be very frustrating. So you know, they're definitely like looking for you to put money into it to get around some of that stuff. For sure. So I can't necessarily tell people if it's a good value if you never put money in, or what's the right amount of money. That recommendation is beyond me. But
yes, nice thing about free to play, you know, try it for yourself.
I think it's worth messing with.
And find out.
I do think it's worth messing with at the bare minimum. You know, if you're kind of just looking for something, not a whole lot coming out right now.
Sure. Yeah, this is a weird one where, you know, like it came out of beta, and then like what, I guess about a year later it came out on consoles.
Yeah.
And then after that I kind of forgot it existed.
Yeah, you know, and I remember playing it during beta and kind of as it launched and stuff. There were some things they've changed. I feel like they've changed the way you upgrade your stuff multiple times. I remember in beta, like the equipping mods on things and you know, the way you handled abilities stuff, vastly different. This seems like a much more sensible system, even if the drops for the mods can be random.
Right.
And of course, you can buy packs of mod cards if you like. They did not let that one get by them.
But yeah, everything I've seen about it makes it look a lot more approachable than it was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I still think there's some things they could do to make it friendlier to new players coming in, just to explain their shit a little bit better. But it's fun. Yeah,
cool.
I'm enjoying it. I can't sit here and tell you that I'm gonna like play nothing but this for the next 6 months or anything like that. Like that's, you know, I don't know how much more of it I'll get into, which is a bummer because like I said, I put some very real money into this thing. Like, you know, a couple of days before having to come back to work from break. Yeah. Which would have, you know, I should have done at the beginning of break and then just sat around playing Warframe the whole time. Would have maybe felt like I got my money's worth just during the break. Right. Such is life. Yeah, I don't know. Seems kind of cool. I think people should check it out. On consoles, it's a little bit behind the PC, where the PC's at right now, just in terms of updates and stuff. They have to assert stuff and do whatever they need to do. But
and all three versions have separate player bases, right?
Yeah, at one point they were letting people migrate their gear and stuff from PC out to PS4, but that was like a tight window when the versions were in sync and stuff, and it doesn't look like that's currently an available option, which is maybe a little frustrating. But ideally, it'd be kind of cool if they just, you know, you just had the same login across versions or something. But
sure.
But, you know, it is what it is. So that is Warframe.
See it again.
See it again.
For the first time.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, thanks, Brad.
Yeah.